What's going on, guys? It's Luke here. Going to run through these trade recaps today from two trades today that we took. We took one on NQ and then one on ES. We took two losses today, which is pretty unfortunate, but both great setups. Like, I really can't complain. It's just wait till you see the ES setup. I'll just show you guys really quick. Like, watch how bad this was. We got ticked out, and then it just floods down perfectly to the draw at London. But yeah, it's unfortunate, but we've been catching dubs, so I can't really complain. So let's get into this. So starting off on the higher time frame, we actually had a bullish S&P kind of forming right here. So as you can see, NQ was respecting this 4-hour bullish gap still, but it was also reacting off of this 4-hour bearish gap. So personally for me, I could see price, like I could see reasoning for price to go either way. So let me put back what the market was looking like right here. So in the pre-market or overnight, price had already swept out Asia highs and it had swept out London highs, and it was trading within this hourly bearish FVG, and again within this 4-hour bearish FVG. So for me, what I was basically looking for was for price on the lower time frame, if it wanted to continue bullish and we got a continuation trade, we could look to target up to towards these New York PM highs from Tuesday and then up to the previous day high and the all-time high. But if order flow, on the lower time frame wanted to shift bearish, then we could look for trades down to London low, down to this hourly low, just sell side draws, right? So let's just skip forward and I'll show you guys why I got interested in this short. So on the 15-minute, we had this bullish FVG right here, and it ended up getting completely run through. So my idea after market open was, if this 15-minute gap wants to hold bullish, then I'll look for continuation longs back up to take out the AM high, take out these highs up here, and then continue up towards basically all-time highs. But after we inverse this gap, I was looking for downside. So my first idea was for price to pull back into this gap on the 15 and then look for shorts down to London. And the reason why London is because London is the attainable low. It's the next major sell side draw. We also have an hourly low down there, but we're mainly going to be targeting London. So at this point, you could have gotten an entry here on this 5-minute inverse fair value gap, but I wanted to see the 15. And on top of that, at this time, it was just before the macro. So as you can see, price basically pulled up, front ran the 15-minute gap. If I actually pull, let me show you guys. It just basically was so close to tapping into that 15-minute gap. And then it ended up just melting to the downside. So we unfortunately didn't get an entry on that. I would have entered off of this 1-minute bearish FEG right here, but we didn't get an entry. It's as simple as that, right? So from there, the 5-minute continues to flood to the downside, and we end up forming this gap right here. We form this 5-minute bearish FVG right here and this 5-minute bearish FVG right here. So I just overlapped them together. You can see the small one and then the bigger one right here. So my idea was, if price wants to come in and respect this 5-minute gap, again, we start from the higher time frame down, right? We see that the hourly, pushed above, but it was still respecting this hourly gap, the 4-hour FVG. The 4 hours respecting a bearish FVG. We work our way down. The 15 had broken structure to the downside. The 5-minute was a bearish order flow, and it was within a 5-minute bearish FEG. We look at ES at the same time. ES is respecting bearish order flow. So for me, I want to see shorts come down to London low, and I'm taking it again on NQ because NQ is closer to taking out London low. So I'm assuming if NQ can take out London low, it might even just create an SMT for price to go up from there, but I can take at least a take profit at London low. So after we come into this gap, I'm looking for entries, and this is kind of where I entered right here. So on the 2-minute, we have this 2-minute FEG get inversed, and I enter on the retest. So my entry was at right here at 10.16, but I ended up getting a fill on this pullback in. So my entry technically was on this candle right here, which was at the 10.15 candle, but I got a nice fill on it at 22,976.75. I put my stop just above these wicks right here, and I was literally just targeting one take profit at the London low, which gave us 1.68R. We did get into profit a decent bit, I was hoping, but then price ended up respecting this 1 minute gap, this BPR, and then it stopped us out, right? So from there, price ended up flying back to the upside, and I seen a setup on ES form after price pulled back. So that same 15-minute gap that we were looking at on NQ before, ES ran through it, and that was retesting it. So this is later in the session. This is around 10:30. So ES, if we start from the higher time frame, ES is respecting this forward gap. It's, it failed to close above it. We look on the hourly. The hourly did invert this gap, but then it pushed all the way to the 9 a.m. candle closed bearish, and it pushed all the way back into the range. So for me, I want to see price at least come down and fill this hourly FVG, and then potentially from there come down to London low. Again, on the 15-minute, we have price retesting this 15-minute inverse fair value gap. We inverted the bullish FVG. We're retesting it as an inverse fair value gap. We have tons of low resistance sell side liquidity. We have lows here, lows here, lows here, this gap, and then we have London low. Now we go to the 5-minute. The 5 minutes also respecting a bearish FVG. So we're just overall in bearish order flow. So I go on the 1 minute, and I think this was hold on. Let me see where my entry was. This was my entry right here. So on the 1 minute, we had a break of structure. We came back into this FVG, and then I entered right here on this bearish close, 1037. I gave my stop loss a good bit of room, and I put it above this 5-minute FVG as well. I was going to put it below or above the whole 15-minute gap, but I just didn't end up doing that, which I wish I did. But it's okay. So we ended up entering there, targeting to that 1 minute gap or that 1 hour gap, and then all the way down to London, which would have gave us 2.42R. And what happened was price takes us out, and then it floods down. Apparently this was some news with the Powell resignation or something. So anyway, price comes back up. I almost took another entry right here, but unfortunately I didn't. And then price ends up flooding all the way down to London low. So if I just kept my stop loss above the 15-minute gap, I would have been safe. I literally just got tagged out. So I guess moral of the story is I should have just kept my stop loss above that 15-minute inverse fair value gap. If I just kept it above there, I would have been in the trade still. But hey, it's unfortunate. But at the end of the day, the draw on liquidity was correct. And it's just pretty unlucky. It's pretty shitty. So again, NQ loss, ES loss, but draws again at London low ended up getting taken out. We were just a little bit early, and it's unfortunate on the stop loss placement. So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. There's news again at 8:30, so hopefully we'll catch something back tomorrow, catch some wins Thursday, Friday, and then we'll end the week off good. I'm pretty optimistic for that. So that's going to wrap it up for me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Until the next one, give me a like, subscribe, comment on the video, follow me on Twitter, link in the description if you guys want to support the channel. Till the next video, I'll see you guys then. Peace.